emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics. Welcome, Brainiacs. I am Dan Merritt, the Chief Purchasing Officer at Green Brain Comics. Each week we bring you the Final Order Report, a hand-picked selection of comics and graphic novels that are about to go to print. These titles will be hitting our shelves in as soon as 4 weeks. We're here with the inside scoop and one last chance for you to subscribe or special order before the final order cutoff this Monday, August 19th at noon, right here at Green Brain Comics. Get those orders in. Please confirm your cart by 12 p.m. Monday, August 19th. Green Brain Comics and the Final Order Report are proudly powered by Comic Hub. Check out Comic Hub online at comichub.com or download the mobile app for Android and iPhone. Create an account online or sync your existing one to order and pay securely online, ensuring you never miss an issue. Today I will be using Comic Hub to show you all the items from this week's last call for confirmed orders carousel. Once you sign in, you'll see the following banners on the right, the aside items. That's everything you have in store currently and are waiting to pay for, pick up, or ship. Behind the right banner, the green banner, is shop coming soon. That's all of the carousels that we will be looking at today. Move into that. You'll see the top carousel that rotates left to right is an alphabetic representation of the most recent catalogs. That is also your current searches. Below that is preview pages, PDF previews from some upcoming comics, some of which we may be talking about today. Below that is the last call carousel. That's the one we will be using. And below that is next Wednesday's items. That's everything we're expecting in store and on the shelves at this point on Wednesday, August 19th. No, I'm sorry. Wednesday, August 21st. That's it. The 19th is Monday. Below that is event carousels. We got one for Absolute Power and all of its associated titles and variants. Below that is Infinity Watch. We've still got a few parts of that crossover going through this summer's annuals. And then we've got Venom and Venom War down on the bottom there. Okay, let's scroll back up to last call. Click on View All here. And you'll see that the last call for confirmed orders carousel now rotates top to bottom. Has alphanumeric filters on the top under the red buttons. And above that is the bigger filters for publisher, category, brand, etc. And the first thing that we will be looking at today is our new printings. This week's first new printing is Something is Killing the Children Archive Edition. This is a new printing of Something is Killing the Children Archive. There it is. As part of Boom Studios Archive Edition. Yeah, that's some good background right there. The debut issue of the Eisner-winning hit series Something is Killing the Children from James Tynion IV and Werther Dell'Edera returns to print in its original format for the very first time. Witness the beginning of the Archer's Peak saga, where the world was introduced to Erica Slaughter, the unforgettable monster hunter with strange eyes. That'll be available on September 11th with a cover price of $3.99, just like the original. After that, we got a second printing for Avengers 17 with a new recolored cover of the original Joshua Cassara cover. A second printing of Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider number 3. Kind of love this cover. Mark Brooks, so dynamic. Spider-Gwen against Spider-Gwen. Who will win? And we got a second print of Ultimate Spider-Man number 7 with a recolored cover by Marco Cicchetto. A second printing for Venom War number 1. That just came out this week, or last week. That was super fun, from Al Ewing and Iban Cuello with this David Baldeón cover. And then we get a new printing of What If Donald Duck Became Wolverine, with this new cover, I should say a reprinted cover from the Peach Momoko variant. That will be the open order cover for this second print of What If Donald Duck Became Wolverine. You know, this whole What If Disney thing is more fun than I expected it to be. It's pretty amazing. Okay, next up we got second issues. Our second issue this week is Babs number 2 from Jason Burrows and Garth Ennis. Number 1 just shipped this last week. Went over pretty well. What'd you think of it? From Ahoy Comics, $3.99 cover price. It'll be available on September 18th. Get a follow-up to Garfield number 1 from Ryan Estrada and Axel Enius, with a J.J. Harrison cover. A second issue with this Dave Johnson variant cover for Red Before Black number 2. Kind of love this Dave Johnson cover. So punk rock. And that will be available on September 11th. Johnny Quest number 2 with a Chad Hardin cover. This just debuted this last week. From Joe Casey and Sebastian Pires on the interiors. Kosher Mafia number 2 from Mad Cave, Sammy Cavella, and writer David Hazan. Then, let me get off of that. That didn't do that. That did that. Let's go there. Guilt Frame number 2 from Matt Kint and his partner Margie Kraft Kint, who's doing these cool miniature covers. That's nice. Aww. Uh-oh, somebody got stabbed. From Matt Kint, Margie Kraft Kint, and Dark Horse Comics, 64 pages. Get a follow-up to DC vs. Vampires World War V. Number 2 hits shelves on September 11th from Matthew Rosenberg and Otto Schmidt. And Power Fantasy gets a second issue from Kieran Gillen and Casper Wingard with this Sweeney Boo cover. Very nice. Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood. This new anthology has a second issue with stories by Greg Weisman, Javi Fernandez, Erica Schultz, Marcello Ferreira, all in this monthly anthology celebrating the umpteenth anniversary, 40 years of the Black Suit. Look at all those Venoms. That will be available on September 18th. Next up is Venom War Venomous number 2. That's pretty cool. This is continuing the adventures of Black Widow as a symbiote. Beware the symbiote sting of the Black Widow. Written by Erica Schultz with art by Luciano Vecchio on the interiors. And Lyrics Lee on this amazing A cover. Fun. Next up, we got Werewolf by Night Red Band number 2. Keep in mind, while this may have some variants, they are all bagged for $4.99 from Jason Liu, Sergio Davia, EM Gist on this A cover, and Marvel Comics. Wolverine Revenge Red Band number 2. Ships on, or it will be available on September 25th from Jonathan Hickman and Greg Capullo. Keep in mind, number 1 of Wolverine's Revenge hits the shelf this Wednesday, coming up August 21st. Cool Greg Capullo cover. And then this series does us the solid of having a non-red band version that is not bagged. For $1 less, too. Same amount of pages. X Factor 2 gets a second issue from Mark Russell and Bob Quinn. That just debuted last week and sold out. And that does it for second issues. Next up, we'll look at some first issues. It's been a long road, folks. We're finally there. We're almost there. We'll be there on September 18th when we get to the end of the road to Resurgence. And then we are fully in Resurgence of the Valiant Universe, part 1 of 4 from Becky Clune and Michael W. Conrad, Guillermo Fajardo, and Lautaro Fatula. This is a pretty cool cover. It's got all of them in it. They're all fighting. They're all angry at each other. Resurgence of the Valiant Universe, available September 18th with this Guillermo Fajardo cover. And this Augustin Alessio cover. Ooh, a Juan Jose Reap cover. This is pretty cool. Very squirty. Uh-oh. Poor Faith. Everybody's getting jacked on this cover. Then, let's see. A new series from... I should say a new one-shot from Comics Experience, The Airship, from writer Sterling Martin and artist Nico Longoria. In 1896, a mysterious airship abducts Elizabeth's sister and takes her to a city in the sky. Years later, Elizabeth grows up and becomes one of the first women airplane pilots, and she's still searching for her sister. Action-packed, moving, and ethereal, this historical fantasy about the dangerous early days of aviation is based on real-world characters and UFO lore. From Comics Experience, Sterling Martin and Nico Longoria, who did this A cover, available on October 30th. Got a B cover from Karen Hallian. Okay, then over at Distillery. Let me see, get this. I could do that over here. And do that. Hey, over at Distillery, we get a new 48-page series debut from writer Ryan Stegman and artist Jason Howard. They team up to create The Missionary, a horror comic for the ages. Believe that. Pretty cool. This is the Jason Howard cover. Bryce Hunter is a devoutly religious. Do that. Can I do that? Do that? That doesn't help. I'll just go back here. This is cooler. The Missionary. Bryce Hunter is a devoutly religious man whose faith is shattered when he catches his wife being intimate with an elder from his church. The harrowing event sends Bryce spiraling into the hands of a demonic entity named Uvidus. Comes with a bunch of different covers. We get this B cover from Ryan Stegman himself. a Scotty Young variant that looks like it has lots of swear words. And let me see. Oh, then we got this not safe for work cover from Jason Howard. Might be able to see his butt. All on Missionary #1 from Ryan Stegman and Jason Howard. Could do that. You can do that. Yeah. Body Trade, the new series from Mad Cave. Zach Thompson writing with art by Jock. Not that Jock. This is the 3-letter Jock. J-O-K. Kim Krillick is a divorced ex-con who's trying to atone. However, his short temper tends to get the best of him. When he returns to Florida to bury his estranged son, he's sickened to find an empty grave. His son's remains were sold into the body trade. Armed with righteous fury, Kim sets out to reclaim his child's corpse. This is pretty heavy. But one act of vengeance causes everything to spiral out of control. The Body Trade is an unrelenting revenge story set against the backdrop of America's aftermarket for dead bodies. Yeah. Zach Thompson and Jock team up for this neo-noir crime thriller rife with bloodshed and brutality in the tradition of Blue Ruin and Hell or High Water. This is The Body Trade from Zach Thompson, Jock, and Mad Cave Studios. That's a pretty cool cover. It's got kind of a Kelly Jones, Mike Mignola vibe going on. Then we got a Jacob Phillips cover on B. And we got a new Street Fighters one-shot. This one focusing on Lily, written by... I don't know who it's written by. It's written by Sherard Jackson and featuring art by Mike Bowden. And I believe we got a Mike Bowden cover. That's pretty nice. Uh-oh, somebody about to get cracked. Next up, we got this amazing new series from Vault Comics. I just want to spend a couple minutes on here. Uh-oh. Clayton Lowe is headed back to his small southern hometown. His new friends from grad school are about to meet his old friends from high school and discover that something may have finally changed in the town where nothing ever changes. Pine Grove is ground zero for an infestation of body-snatching alien bugs. Time to bury the past. From Cody Ziegler, writer of Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Spider-Punk, Futurama, and Ryan Lee, artist of Rick and Morty and a bunch of other amazing things. Ryan Lee's a fantastic artist from right here in the Dearborn area, and they're coming together for a body-snatching splatterfest of horror and humor. From Cody Ziegler, Ryan Lee, and Vault Comics, available on September 18th with this Ryan Lee cover. Yeah. It's pretty snotty. Boogers, boogers, boogers. And then we got this Adam Cahoon Garbage Pail Kids tribute cover. All for Goobers #1. Check this out on September 18th. We'll have copies in stock. You'll want to grab one just for the beautiful art from Ryan Lee. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, we get this very cool looking, extra fun crossover from Masters of the Universe and the TMNT called Turtles of Grayskull. Nice wig. By the power of Grayskull. Turtle power. when the TMNT came across Krang and Shredder making a deal with some otherworldly demon mage named Skeletor, things got hella weird and they ended up in Eternia. It turns out when you mix Ultron mutant gens with demon magic, you get a nasty purple poison. And it's brought Eternia to the brink of chaos. So Leo, Raph, Donnie, and Mikey are teaming up with the Masters of the Universe to kick some blue bony butt. The only problem is He-Man is missing in action. Expands on the Masters of the Universe and TMNT Turtle franchises with a 4-issue miniseries debuting on September 25th from Tim Seeley and Freddie Williams. You got this Freddie Williams cover on A. Hey, that's a cool cover. Oh, good old blue-eyed Adam. And then we get this B cover from Stan Sakai. Lots of fun. Watch out, He-Man. And this amazing Alexis Zirret cover on C. What a cool death vehicle. Masters of the Universe TMNT Turtles of Grayskull #1, available on September 25th for $3.99. Also from Dark Horse Comics, we get this sequel to last year's Where Monsters Lie, this called Cul-de-sac, from writer Kyle Starks and artist Peter Kowalski. Get this sequel that's get a sequel to a hit meta horror comedy just in time for Halloween. Come join us, friends, or it's time to visit another gated community for slashers and meet a new cast of horrible monsters as we return to the world of Where Monsters Lie. Cool. Got this A cover from interior artist Peter Kowalski and a B variant by Christian Ward. If you want any of these, make sure you get your order in by this Monday at 12. Over at DC Comics, we get this one shot called Nightwing Uncovered. All your favorite Nightwing covers all in one place. You got different covers on this cover book that's all about covers. You get this cover by Dexter Soy, who's the upcoming new artist on the Nightwing post all in. Got a Salvador LaRocca cover. Uh-oh. Get your butt away from my face, Mr. Nightwing. And we get this tribute to Robin's first appearance variant by Giuseppe Camuncoli. Okay, then over at Image Comics, we get a sequel to the controversial Dead Eyes from Jerry Duggan and John McCrea. Dead Eyes is back. The world's most unkillable comic is out of hiding and back stomping around Boston. At the end of the first issue, the masked hood known as Dead Eyes picked up a clue to the location of the painting swiped in the largest private art heist in America. Can Dead Eyes and Wheels take down the score while avoiding the cops and the mafia? Duggan and McCrea are back and knocking teeth down throats. Got a couple different covers. Got this one from series artist John McCrea and a B cover from Dave Johnson, who turns in another dynamic cover. Love them. All right, next up we got a Department of Truth number 25. I wanted to throw this in there because it is a very pivotal issue and it's an anniversary issue as well. Nice. Since the very first page of Department of Truth, questions have swirled around Lee Harvey Oswald, the director of the DOT, his motivations, his allegiances, and his true identity. Pardon me, only one cover. Now, in our landmark 25th issue, prepare for answers that will change everything, starting with what really happened in Dallas. James Tynion IV and Martin Simmons set their sights on a 25th issue blowout for the multiple Eisner Award winning series, or nominated series, with this cover by Martin Simmons, available on September 11th. Happy anniversary. Here's another anniversary over at Marvel Comics. We get 50 years of Deathlock. Luther Manning became one of Marvel's most recognizable cyborgs, as his astonishing tales set the standard for comic book sci-fi and dystopian futures. This is my favorite new background. I want to make this my phone wallpaper. Okay. Get ready for an action-packed, laser-blasting, building-smashing, explosive adventure uncovering secrets of a world that will excite new and longtime fans. Got one more cover. Oh, so many awesome covers celebrating Deathlock's 50th anniversary, with featuring stories from Justina Ireland, Christopher Priest, Dale Eaglesham, Carlo Paguelin, Dennis Cowan, Luke Ross, and Matthew Waite, with this cover by Ken Lashley. Dennis Cowan cover. I was going to say, this comes in hot like a Simonson cover. Totally gets the credit. Oh, we got this dynamic Frank Miller cover. You know, I want to get back there. I like where he signed his name. What a chin guard. Deathlock 50th anniversary with this Nick Bradshaw variant. Kind of riffing on the original cover. His first appearance. Don't see any credits there. But yeah, Nick Bradshaw, the man. Next up, we get a Spider-Boy annual, the next part of the Infinity Watch storyline, part 8. This is written by Steve Fox with art by Carlos Nieto and the Salvador LaRocca cover. And a Torrin Clark cover. Very nice. Hot dogs aplenty. And that also has a Mike McCone Infinity Watch variant. Look at all those Infinity Watch peoples. Here's a new series spinning out of the various adventures of various Ghost Riders. They all come back together for Spirits of Vengeance. A new series from Sabir Pirzada with art by Sean Damian Hill. Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Robbie Reyes, The Hood, Kushala may have borne the title Spirit of Vengeance, and as its most recent claimant has embarked on its final ride to explosive results, others still stir in the darker corners of the Marvel Universe. And one in particular has a stronger connection to two Ghost Riders than the rest. And after years, it's ready to show its fangs again at last. Let's see, we got, a whole bunch of different covers. We got this A cover from Kendrick Kunka Lim. A B cover from Derek Chu. Very nice. A EM Gist cover. That's pretty brutal. They really should make a poster out of that one. Federico Vincentini for a Stormbreakers variant. And the obligatory Scotty Young variant. Very cool. He's doing some cool Ghost Rider tricks. Oh, we're coming to the end, folks. We only got a few things left. And we got a big anniversary. This is actually an epic finale to the Star Wars Darth Vader series. This giant-sized Darth Vader epic. It concludes the longest-running Darth Vader comic series ever, reached in its stunning conclusion as the dark heart of the Sith comes full circle. Darth Vader finally unleashes the unfathomable power he's accumulated through the Schism Imperial against the only person in the galaxy he hates more than he hates himself, Emperor Palpatine. Also featuring the final twists in the saga for key characters like Luke, Leia, Sabe, Ochi, Zed, Sly Moore, the members of the Schism Imperial, and more. From Greg Pak, Raphael Ienco, and Marvel Comics, we got Star Wars Darth Vader number 50, the final issue, with this Derek Chew cover on A. I hope it's the A. Should be the A. This Lionel Francis U cover. A Chris Sprouse Phantom Menace 25th anniversary variant. A Giuseppe Camuncoli connecting variant, which connects with the Star Wars number 50 cover by Giuseppe Camuncoli. And a Rod Reese cover. All for Star Wars Darth Vader number 50, available on September 18th with a cover price of $7.99. Then we got a couple spin-offs for the Venom War. We got Deadpool. Venom War Deadpool number 1 by Cullen Bunn and Rob DeSalvo with this Giuseppe Camuncoli cover. And a Dave Johnson cover. Turning them in. Lots of... Oh, man. That's awesome. Venom zombies are great. Then we got this other spin-off of Venom War Lethal Protectors from Sabir Perzada and Luca Maresca with this Crease Lee cover. Very nice Miguel Mercado cover. Looks like a VHS art box. Good thumbnail. Okay, next up, and finally, the debut issue of the new series, Spinning Out of the Ashes, A New Beginning. Earth's Mightiest Mutant, now headlining her own solo series. Aurora Monroe has lived many lives. She's been a thief, a goddess, an X-Men, a queen, and now an Avenger. She is the most prominent, most respected, and most powerful mutant on the world stage. And in that role, she intends to be a force for positive change. First up. First up, a major meltdown at a nuclear facility in Oklahoma City draws Storm from her sanctuary in Atlanta and into a moral conflict that will test her iron resolve. Guest starring X Factor's Frenzy. This new series is written by Mariwa Ayodele with art by Lucas Vernac, and this cover by Mateus Manhanini. A B cover from Jiyoung Lee. Ooh, a very nice Jerome Opeña cover. That's cool. And a Lucas Vernac cover. One more? No, we never got that. Oh, here it is. There it is. Storm number 1, the Marco Cicchetto Doom variant. I'm glad I found that in time. All wrapping up Mariwa Ayodele and Lucas Vernac's new series, From the Ashes, A New Beginning. Storm number 1. Available on October 2nd. All right, and that does it for our focus on first issues. Now let's get back to business here. I would like to thank you for tuning into Final Order Report today. The FOC list for this week is all due on Monday, August 19th. You can use Comic Hub to send us your order. Get those orders in and confirmed by noon on August 19th, please. All right. Before we go into events, I'd like to just go into events. That's really what I should be doing, yeah. I need to turn that off. There's that. Yeah, that's what I need. Next up is, events. So this Monday coming up is, or this Tuesday, August 21st. This Tuesday, August 20th. Make sure to catch us live on BrainScan, our live stream. Oh, I lost my script. There it is. Our live stream preview of New Comic Book Day. Join us in the chat. We'll be on YouTube and Facebook. Also like to thank you for signing in to watch Final Order Report today. Make sure you get those orders in by noon on Monday. You can put them in through Comic Hub, or you can email it to us even. We're open for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I could do that. Can I? Okay, can't do that. And some of the books that will be premiering this Wednesday include Nightclub 2, the sequel to Mark Miller and Juan Ramirez miniseries from last year. We'll also get the debut of Wolverine Revenge #1. And an exciting looking graphic novel called Einstein in Kafka Land. This entire list of next week's books are available at greenbraincomics.com or in our newsletter. Also coming up this Monday is Brain Candy number 59, a free review of music, prose, poetry, and visual art. This month featuring the music of Michelle Held, the poetry of Jason Storms, the prose of Carlos Parisi, and the visual art of Scheherazade Washington Parrish. But let me show you a little bit more about the show. That's right, folks. Pardon me. Did this again, did I? Yeah. Remember, Brain Candy, it all happens the third Monday of every month. It's all put together by the Emerging Writers Network and made free to you by the artists, the Emerging Writers Network, and hosted by Green Brain Comics. Hope to see you there. All right, that does it for Final Order Report this week. I'd like to thank you all for joining me. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics. We are greenbraincomics.com. We are at Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. All the links to our shopping cart, website, and Comic Hub are below in the description. We are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Yeah. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you on the floor. from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics.